In this video, I will be telling you, based on what the numbers say, what the best visa is for someone immigrating to Germany in 2025. This is not what I feel. This is not what I think. This is what the numbers show. I look at data from 2019. So to have a little bit of the picture before the pandemic hit, all the way to 2023. And I analyzed this data, and I will tell you what visa gives you the best chance for success come next year, 2025. If you look at data and the current and the trend in the past, student visa immigration gave you a really good chance of success. And I talked a lot about student visas and student life and how to immigrate as a student to Germany. This is no longer the case. It is not necessarily going to give you the best chance of success if you apply for a student visa. In 2019, 70% of all visas that were issued in Cameroon were student visas. 70%. And this was 1,528 student visas issued. In 2023, last year, this number fell from 1,528 to just 677 student visas. And the percentage fell from 70% all the way down to 27%. So you can see that student visas, they don't necessarily give you the best chance for success anymore. Now, a huge pitfall to avoid falling into if you wish to immigrate to Germany: avoid trying the asylum route if you can. If you can, avoid it. This gives you a real poor chance of success. And this is why. There was an attack by an immigrant in the city of Solingen, where 3 individuals were killed. And this was an illegal immigrant. This sparked a lot of political response. The population demanded that the government be harder, especially on illegal immigrants. Again, also, just in August 2024, the AfD party, which is the far-right party in Germany, they consolidated a lot of power, and they are working to reduce the load of asylum seekers in Germany.
The far-right Alternative for Germany party has won Sunday's election in the eastern state of Thuringia, where it's considered by German intelligence to be an extremist organization that threatens democracy. It vocally opposes military support to Ukraine and wants to prohibit most immigration.
Their proposal is to block asylum seekers so they don't even get to the position where they have to apply for asylum in Germany. So you won't even be allowed to enter. And the reason I think this is important is because this party is really grabbing more and more power, which means that these opinions are going to gain more and more weight. Even out of the AfD party, the government is already more strict. So my advice would be this: if you can, avoid using this route. Please don't think about going through all of the stressful journeys and whatever means these people normally use to arrive in Germany so you can seek for asylum. You are likely going to fail if you try this in 2025. You probably won't even be allowed to get into the system to apply for this asylum. And even if you do, the chances of you getting don't seem so bright. Now, what should you do in 2025? Apply for a work visa. Germany needs about 400,000 skilled immigrants every year, and they are stepping up the effort to bring in more workers. So applying for a work visa is a really good option. Let me show you what the numbers say. In 2019, of all the visas that were issued in Cameroon, 12% of these visas were work visas. What is vital here is the huge jump from 2022 to 2023, where visas that were issued in Cameroon, the percentage rose from 22% to 53% of all visas. So you can see the trend reversing. The student visas were high and work visas were low. Now, the number of student visas issued have really dropped while the work visas have increased tremendously. As you can see, 1,349 work visas were issued in 2023 in Cameroon. This is a huge jump, and I predict that this trend is going to continue next year because Germany is still seriously hunting for skilled immigrants to maintain the economy. Next year, these numbers will either maintain themselves or they will get higher. If you look at India, to encourage the number of workers, of skilled workers coming from India, the duration it took to process a work visa in India was 9 months. But to encourage them coming, they've reduced it from 9 months to just 2 weeks. So when I look at this, I will say that your safest bet if you want to immigrate to Germany in 2025, apply for a work visa. Do this and thank me later.